All right, as we add lines to our line bunny, starting with the ears, making dash lines and looking as we go with our Sharpie marker straight up and down, and they do not touch the top and bottom line. If they accidentally do, I did it, not a big deal. Then bringing the same concept of dash lines all the way down, and then we have our lines. They do touch around the eyes. They kind of, like sun rays, go out. And they go around. Then same concept of touching from black line to black line. A little bit different is this area here between the eyeballs, not in between the lines. You have a nice big space here. We're just gonna draw straight lines straight across from black line to black line. You watch me for a minute and then I'm gonna just keep on, and you can go ahead and work while I work. And then if you need to pause the video so we don't work ahead, go ahead. Straight across, both sides. See how I turn the bunny, whatever's easiest for you. Sometimes it's easier to draw a straight line from top to bottom. It's actually easier for me, so I don't go crooked. Draw it from side to side. All right, now once you're done with that, and we can pause if you need to, the next point that we're going to do is around the mouth and around this nose circle here. And we are going to do our dash lines, and they're gonna go around and not touching. Again, if they do, like I just did there, not a big deal, but I'm turning my paper like a clock. Go ahead. In the inside mouth part, everybody take a look, is we're not really going from, because it's just a big open circle, we're just gonna do dashed lines that kind of radiate out like sun rays, like it's almost like the circle is a sun. Just to give us, you'll have some white areas in there, just to give some texture. All right, and then we're gonna finish off all the rest of these lines in the exact same manner that we did the bunny ears, where we are doing dash lines, not touching top and bottom, slowly going, moving our paper when we need to, going all the way across and all the way down. Go ahead and do that now. Of course, I work faster than you, and that's okay. You work nice and slow. I've been doing this for a long time. bottom here, I'm doing just teeny tiny dash lines. All right, when you're totally done, you can put your Sharpie away. And you're gonna get your scissors. And you're gonna carefully cut out your bunny along the outside of this black line that you have drawn your bunny. Very slowly. I am cutting so slowly. It's almost better to have a little bit of white left on there because you're gluing it down on white paper. We really want to see that outside black line of your bunny. See how slowly I am cutting. So when you're ready, go ahead and cut your bunny. You can see I leave a little bit of white, which is totally fine. It might be easier to leave a little bit of white so you make sure you don't cut off your black. Awesome. And there is your line bunny. And we will recycle in the blue recycle bin your paper. Okay, now you're going to get your nice large white paper, and your bunny's going to be right at the bottom, right in the middle, but we're not gluing on your bunny yet. You have your pencil, put your name at the top and your class number, and turn it over, and get ready. All right, so the bunny is in the field. And you need to draw, we are going to be adding the flowers next week, but the bunny is in the field. The bunny is going to be right in the middle of all the flowers. So you want to draw your stems. So you're going to draw some tall ones and maybe some shorter ones. But a lot of them are going to be tall because if your bunny's down here and it's a short stem, then there's not any space for your flower. So if you draw the short stems should be on the outside part, okay? Short stems on the outside part, tall stems right here in the middle. So let's see. I would say drawing about 6 stems. Between 5, 6, or 7 stems. So let's watch. You're gonna get your paint stick, roll it up to the point where I see the edge of it. Remember, the outside ones are gonna be short. And I work on the edge of my paint stick because look, I've showed you this before. If I work with it flat, it's really a thick stem. Okay. And I want to use a couple different greens here. So I did a dark green, blend maybe a light green with that. Gives me a really pretty color. All right, so let's go ahead and do a long stem. Now we want to leave room at the top because you're going to put a flower there with the painted paper. We're going to cut flowers. And And I'm not doing just straight up and down. And you can even overlap if you wanted to. You do not have to. Overlap my color, I can. Gives me a really cool different color. And using the side of my paint stick, see this one overlap there. And that is a little too tall. That's about as tall as I would go. Remember, we need a shorter one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna do 5. I said you could do 5, 6, or 7. All right, now you can check yourself to see. I'm gonna glue the bunny. So look, I have my flower here, flower here, flower here, and flower here on each of them. Now, if this one, if my bunny ear covered it, I would just pick it up and I could draw the stem a little bit longer. All right, so go ahead and do your stems. All right, now that your stems are done, we're gonna glue your bunny on. So move this paper aside, you never glue on top. And you're going to, remember we just outline, and an X in the middle. Roll your glue back down, twist on your top, and put your bunny in the center here. I'm gonna make mine a little bit, I did center, or you could do it a little bit off center, because the way the bunny ear was covering up that little cross, the way it crossed over, I just make sure it's lined up at the bottom though. Go ahead and put your bunny on, turn it over, give it a back rub, put it in the drying rack, and next week we get to add the flowers, and then your bunny is ready to go home. So looks very good.